Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? Okay, let's see if everything is going. Perfect. Yep, we're rolling. We're rolling. Ah, this is amazing. Okay, just received the notification on my other YouTube account, and we are rocking. We're rocking. Let me remove the water bottle because it's not aesthetic. And here we are. Here we are, fellas. Has been not so long. The last live was was about Emirates as well. Was in Los Angeles, and now it's a different location. We are in. I am in. We as me and you guys, but yeah, I'm by myself. Let's make sure of that. So yep, let me see if people are joining. Everything is working fine. Let me know in the chat as well if everything is clear. The Let me see if I can see the chat here. Hello. Let me see if I can see the chat because I can't see the chat from there, from my account since the lens. That's odd. Okay, let me make it bigger. Yeah, I don't know why it's let's do okay, maximize it maybe. Okay, nope. Anyway, okay, I'll try to stay updated with the chat here. Okay, I'll have the phone here. Awesome. Yeah, nice to see you guys. Nice to see you, Ram, Mari, Yasin. Okay, I made the chat so big. Okay, that's good. So yeah, the last live was from Los Angeles. Now I'm in Argentina, and I'm going to be covering some of the very important points that have been working amazingly for me and so many other crew in the joining process. Okay, so this is going to be a specific on that, as you might see from the title and the thumbnail. And hello, Aravind, yeah, perfect. And yeah, this yeah, we'll start it a bit chilled, you know. Let's see if some more people are joining, because YouTube doesn't send much notifications unless you actually turn the notifications on. So yeah, as people logging into YouTube, I bet that they might be seeing that we're live. So Carlos, from Dubai. Será mi tercera vez intentando ser. Okay, third time to try to join Emirates cabin crew. Okay, hopefully the third one is the charming one, and everything will be going smooth. Have you reached the final interview, Carlos? And you are trying. Obviously, there's weekly open days in Dubai, correct? So you're trying every 3 months, I bet. And yeah, thank you, Ram. So yeah, okay, we have 6 points to be covering on today's live regarding the maximizing your chances to be accepted as Emirates cabin crew. Now we are actually starting this kind of series, starting to release more content. I'll be going into details, but as we have been covering a few things in the past and maybe not so clearly, then we are going through the basics and some details also, obviously, because it's important to have a clear perspective on each point. And I still receive a ton of questions, which is beautiful. Some of the questions though are on basic things that it's not that helpful for you, because for example, should I go to the open day with a shaved beard, or I can have some kind of beard trimmed here and there? I'm gonna answer this straight away, since I've already covered it in one of the stories on Instagram, and it's a straightforward answer because it's a yes. Of course, you need to have the clean shaved beard as it states in the website. So there wouldn't be any reason to for them to accept you if you don't follow that. It's a straightforward point. I hope that makes sense. And yeah, so the first thing, let me know actually, is there any crew here? Is there any crew that has been accepted already? Even though it wouldn't be making much sense that they follow this live, but maybe just because we're live and they want to participate, I would love to know if you're there. Otherwise, it's good. Hopefully, some of you, many of you actually, will be accepted from Emirates very soon. And any of you have in plan to go attend an open day or an invitation only event? And let me know from where as well. Let's see if the chat is loading. New joiner. Oh, Yassine, that's amazing. That's amazing. What's your joining date? Your date of joining? That's amazing. I'm so happy for you, man. Yassine, I assume, I'm assuming, but I shouldn't be assuming. Let me ask you, you're a man, right? Yeah, I bet so. I bet so that you're so happy. Yeah, it's a beautiful experience, and I feel the joy for you. Really, it's an amazing experience, the one of joining Emirates and starting to travel the world. It's priceless. And even though I have left because I'm not working in the company anymore, so that's important to keep in mind. Yeah, because I still get asked about, are you back? Actually, one girl on Instagram, I've seen a DM that she was like, are you back? I didn't get that very clearly if you're back or not. And I said, no, actually, I just posted a video of Osaka that I was back as in an Emirates cabin crew layover. And that was actually a proper layover, but yeah, maybe the layover part kind of has been skipped in the understanding of as soon as you see the title and the thumbnail, that's the first thing that you see. Obviously, I was in the kind of a uniform as well, so yeah, that was, I mean, not to mislead, actually, was a funny picture, that one there. So as soon as you turned 21 years old, yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, that's amazing, man. 21st of August. So, 21st of August. So you haven't joined yet. I mean, you're still waiting to go there to Dubai, which is awesome. Amazing. Let me know how it goes. Send me a message on Instagram as well. Let me know how it's going. And obviously, if you have any question, you're free to ask here and also on directly on DMs. Okay, I try to reply to as many as I can and to give you tips privately. And also, I want to come here publicly because I think that it's of mutual benefit for everyone to have many questions answered at the same time. So like here. So how long the distance between you and the commission? Okay, I don't understand that question. Maybe if you can elaborate, Macht, then we'll be happy to reply if the question was towards me. And Carlos was saying, yes, I reached the last interview, but I'm not pretty sure what's going on. I keep doing my best. Yeah, keep doing your best, man. So one of the things that it's vital when you reach the final interview is to remain calm. That's one of the most important things, and that's point number one of this live. Remaining calm and staying relaxed throughout the whole process, actually, not only in the final interview, but also at each step of the selection. It's vital because you don't have to be asleep. You just have to be relaxed and looking confident and knowing what you're doing and communicating clearly. Let me see if that's one of the other points. Communicating clearly, no, but I'll put it here because the fact of being relaxed allows you to gather your thoughts in a better way, and that's vital because you might be under pressure there during the process of the interview, of the whole day, going through the screening process, let's say, but it's really important to keep in mind that when you're going to be accepted and become a cabin crew, then you're going to be in front of hundreds of people. Because, for example, if you are on the A380, you have a full economy cabin, you have possibly like 70, 80 people at least, more or less, yeah, that might be looking at you at the same time. So if there's a need for you to be assertive or performing safety procedures, security procedures, or for example, the safety demonstration as well, that usually it's done by the screen. It's done automatically on the screen, so you don't have to perform it, but you are trained to do it in case the screen and the video, the safety video doesn't play. That's due to technical issues. Then you gotta be able to perform under pressure and think clearly, because you can't be bothering about what other people are thinking of you. You just need to make sure that safety and security is the number one priority at all times. So you just gotta be focused on that. And that's one of the things that for sure one of the recruiters are looking at first thing, you know. And this is, I would say, most certainly, I'm confident to say that is one of the most common traits that I've seen throughout the whole time that I spent in Emirates, talking with the crew on board in the galley talk. You know, sometimes the question pops up, you know, where are you joining from? Where have you been joining from? Where was your open day? And sometimes we talked about that, you know, and many of us didn't really wanna join that much, which is kind of crazy, but that attitude kind of automatically led us to be more comfortable and more relaxed, because we weren't caring so much, you know, if we were going to be accepted. So we still went there professionally, following what were the instructions, but not being like, oh my god, if I don't accept, if I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, you know. I personally was having another plan, a plan B, that was actually more exciting to me than going to Dubai and joining Emirates, which was, okay, I'll be going to New York, gonna try to live there, and I don't know, that was my dream, and I'll try to settle down there. So I actually consciously as well, because in that moment when I was there, I remember I was waiting for the first process, the one of either the first or the second one after the CV or at the CV delivery. I remember that I was thinking, okay, I'm feeling a little nervous, but then I switched the mindset to be like, you know what? Who cares? You know, if I don't get accepted, I'm going to New York. Come on, man, that's going to be amazing. So, and has been always my dream to go to New York. I was 21 years old at that time, and the only places that I've traveled to were with high school and Tenerife, where I was living and where I've done the open day. So that's one of the main things. Be relaxed. Find what works for you to be as comfortable as you can. You know, take a chill pill. Nothing illegal, okay? Chill pill, like, you know, chamomile or a good coffee, if that works better for you. It depends, you know. But get your hormones in the right track, so that you know, you can perform at best. That's point number one. Let me go through some of the messages that you guys have sent now. Yeah, people are saying congrats, Yasin. Yeah, man, I'm rocking it. So actually, maybe now I might be asking you some question how you felt in the interview. How were your emotions in the process? Were you relaxed or you were very stressed? Have you received? Obviously, you received the golden call already. Has been a long time ago. And yeah, obviously, it's a lot to answer just from the chat. But you know what? Why not doing something in the future that I might be having you live with me? Would you like that, guys? The ones that join, would be awesome to have you live, to be giving your insights on how it has been. That would be awesome. I love that. Let me know in the chat as well. Put a an emoji, a strong emoji, or yes, 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 if you'd like that. And let me see, Sebastian. Do you have any tips on how to improve your English? I really like the way I speak. Thank you so much. Very clear structure and full of variety. Awesome. I appreciate that, Sebastian. I noticed that I still have so much to improve, but obviously it's good to keep in mind that room for improvement is always there. And it's one of the main things is about practicing. It's just getting uncomfortable. So main phrase, keep in mind is become comfortable being uncomfortable. This is one of the things that helped me the most in all kinds of situations, like in life, about work, business, relationships, myself, whatever, The fact of being comfortable, being uncomfortable, kind of led me to perform at best and feel the greatest within myself also. So when you actually put yourself out of your comfort zone and speak a language that is not your native language, by matter of fact, you're actually forcing a mechanism in your mind, in your head, that tries to find the correct words in order to communicate what you want to say. And that's why it's so important actually in school that they make these trips for students to go abroad and to do exchanges, because okay, it's really important to actually learn the grammar and the things that they teach in school about a language, but practicing it, actually putting into practice, not only having a theory, it's vital. And yes, it's important to practice in school, but when you're thrown in another country, perhaps by yourself, that you need to survive, you need to ask for food, ask basic information to get around and to get food and to get transportation, then by all means you're forced to tap into a new level. You're going to the next level. So that's one of the main things. If you get the chance, Sebastian, start to put yourself in an environment where you are forced to speak in English. And yeah, that I haven't tried this myself, but there's many ways that you can do this online by having some platforms. I might be doing some research, but you might be knowing the name. If you know the name, put it in the chat so that Sebastian and others as well can use it if they want to. Websites that you can connect with other people by choosing the language that you want to speak, and you actually have a certain amount of time together in a video call or normal call. That depends. I don't know how it works, but that allows you to actually to speak that language that you want to improve on. So I think that it's a great way if you don't have the chance to travel, because obviously traveling would demand to have some funds to be traveling, some time off from school or work. So it's not maybe a chance for everyone. And let me and another thing, to be honest, okay, some tips, to improve your English: read books in English. If you're looking at movies, obviously I'm not telling you straight away to put the English audio, but put English subtitles, so that at least you start to see the form that phrases are structured and some ways of saying things. Sometimes, you might be seeing a word that you have seen before or a new word, and if you're watching the movie or TV series by yourself, then you can pause and type it into the notes, typing into or writing on a paper, and later on you can actually go through all the words, the whole list that you made, and find the correct meaning to it, and find new ways of how to use this word. One word each day. Maybe you might be wanting to repeat it all the time, and this is a great way for learning new vocabulary that to be honest, I might be doing myself. Finding new words is always great to improve the vocabulary and speaking in a better way. There's so much more that I can improve. So we never arrive. And what else? Reading, yeah, and that's it. That's pretty much already a good start, Sebastian. So yeah, I can see Yasin is replying. Let me actually start from in order. Um, Aravind is asking Ram if you're from India. Let's see, Francisco. Hey, Francisco, great to see you here, man. There's no more open days, only invitation only. Okay, in Dubai, I believe they are open days, but yeah, just let's check that. And if they are all, yeah, obviously there's the process now that in many, if not all, you gotta be sending a video as well. So that's one of the mandatory ones. So yeah, I'm going to check if there's any open day left. I think I've seen it, to be honest. I don't wanna mislead you, but I think I've seen some open days. It really depends on the country and yeah, on the demand, I bet also. Also, Min was asking how to improve the English. I hope that the reply was a satisfactory one. At the moment, your third application is under review to receive the invitation. I hope this occasion is the right one. I hope that as well, Francisco. Keeping me updated. I love when you guys are sending me a message on Instagram. You know, I receive many, so I might not be replying straight away. But whenever I see one, actually, I think I've seen one that I haven't replied. Let me check now because I wanna give a shout out to all of you. And I love to see when you get accepted. It's a blast, man. I'm really excited for you because yeah, when I was accepted, to be honest, at the beginning of the process as well, I was I was really happy, and it was a completely new experience. That come on, it's priceless. The fact of traveling and having everything prepared and settled for you to be traveling the world, it's awesome. I can't I can't be finding the person that sent me that one. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna be looking for that later on. Lautaro. Lautaro, nice to have you here, man. Lautaro is the jiu-jitsu teacher that have been an amazing guide, an amazing mentor now. And I just came back from jiu-jitsu, literally now. So I'm here in Argentina. For the ones that don't know where I am currently, I'm in Mar del Plata, and it's a beautiful town. I started to do jiu-jitsu. I have my jaw today that is a bit weird because one of the guys put the whole body weight on my face. So it's so fun, to be honest. The martial arts are really interesting. I've been doing boxing, as you know. You might have been seeing me doing boxing before, but jiu-jitsu was a new one, and it's an experience that I'm super glad to be doing here in Latin America, instead of doing it anywhere else. So yeah, great to have been connecting and meeting new people here as well. If there's any Argentinian apart from Lautaro, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Tomorrow, let's go grab a coffee. Yeah, we'll do that. Awesome, man. Perfect. And praticamente India. Okay. Let's see Yassin. Thomas also. Ciao Stefano, I will be having an interview nextly. How do I translate that? And you wanted to know regarding the beard and the hair, how I should have it. If it's your dream to work at top, on the top, if I have any suggestion. Okay, I'm translating live in the meantime because obviously I want to give you context of what I'm replying to. And let me see. Okay, so in the meantime I'm receiving messages that distract me a little bit, sorry. So regarding that, yeah, beard clean shaved, like it's written black on white on the website. You have seen that, right, Thomas? You have seen on the website that they say the shaving has to be clean shaved and business attire. So there's a picture of a guy, actually, a guy and a woman. Just follow that. If you can look as similar as possible to the guy in the picture, then it's the best chance that you're giving yourself. For the ones that want to keep mustache, I mean, having mustache is allowed in the company, However, it says clean shaved, so I wouldn't risk it if I were you. There's no point. Like, what's the point? If you really want to get accepted, just give yourself your best shot. I don't understand some guys that are asking me if I can keep the beard a little bit. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's like you're holding yourself back. You want to go, but maybe you don't want to give yourself your best shot, because if you don't get accepted, then you have an excuse to say, yeah, maybe it was because of the beard. No, guys, full ownership of everything that you do. I'm talking directly to the guys now, but yeah, also to the ladies. Yeah, full ownership. Let's give yourself the best shot. So the hair, beard, clean shaved, forget about it. Don't do anything else. And the hair has to, the word that they commonly used in Emirates is has to be neat. This is a word that is very common, because it kind of summarizes different types of style, okay, without actually giving specific instructions on how you should have it. So you should have it. One of the things, though, is not shorter than 3 millimeters. Okay. Obviously, if you're bald, that's another story. It's accepted. That's one of the things that was a gray area as well. People that were saying I'm almost bald, so then they were. I'm not talking about the joining part, but I'm talking about within the company, people that actually went bald within the company by staying in the company from having hair to not having any more hair. Maybe it's because stressful job. Maybe. Anyway, so that's one of the things, not less than 3 millimeters. And there cannot be too much gap, too much difference between the length here on the sides and behind and on top. Okay, it cannot be like short as I have it, and then it's a full Super Saiyan Dragon Ball hairstyle on top, okay? So you kind of want to have it neat. And to be honest, for the guys that have long hair, I remember it was recommended to put it back, and not only recommend, actually, you need to put it back and well groomed in a way that it's not flying around, and has to be leaving your face and your forehead clean. Okay, obviously if it touches a little, it's okay, but if it's a full long hair, then full long hair, I wouldn't go to the open day. To be honest, I would try to trim it, because there's no guys with long hair in Emirates. So yeah, that's about it. Did I answer your question in a satisfactory way, Thomas? Let me know. Okay, you're replying. Okay, you're asking more questions, so let me pass to Yassine now. You had attended Emirates event in Casablanca, which is Morocco, yeah? Been there, beautiful city, actually. Yeah, beautiful. And before you went to the interview, it was awesome. They asked us question about the company at the aviation industry. Awesome, yeah. They want to know also what's your knowledge about the industry, the company, and as well Dubai. They want to see that you're going to be fitting into the culture in a proper way. And let me actually continue with the points also. So point number 2 that I've written down here is follow instructions point by point in details. And here I was specifically referring to beard, the dress code also, and the hair. So as simple as that. Then point number 3. Let me do this because I repeated 1 point twice. So we have 5 points in total. Okay. A great CV. A great CV is actually vital, because it's the first thing that the recruiter is going to be seeing. You want to have it very well organized. Coming back to you, Yassine, okay? Coming back. And for you, Thomas, also. Not forgetting about you guys. And so you want to have it well organized, straight to the point. Why the sun is changing so weirdly? Have you seen the light how it dropped drastically? Lautaro, if you're here around in Mar del Plata, what's happening? Did they trim down the light? That's very weird because there's already clouds. So what's the point? Anyway, about some conspiracies. Did they replace the sun or what? Anyway, so you want to have a clean CV that is well designed, that is pleasant to look at. If you just have a bunch of a whole block of whatever text that is going to be taking 20 minutes to read, I assure you, they're never gonna read it. Never. And to be honest, they never read the whole CV anyway. So it's really important to keep it concise, keep it short, and have the most important things. Profile picture, the picture of the CV that has to be smiling in accordance, in, doesn't come the word to mind, but I'm gonna be using another term, according to what they are the specifics of a passport picture. I mean, that's your best shot. If you actually put a passport picture, kind of put it there, smiling though. There's some people that say better not smile, better smile. In my opinion, smile, because in the company, that's what they want you to do most of the time. Smile, be polite. So put a picture that gives the best smile with a clean background. And obviously, I mean, in the whole process, they're going to be asking actually online prior to the event. Actually, they asked me after that, these things, but has passed a long time, so things might have changed now. Yasin, actually, tell me if I'm correct, that they ask you for professional pictures, like full length in business attire, and then a casual one as well. A casual, like with, like daily life, kind of a normal picture. And I took a picture with a dog that was not my dog, but I was living with a friend at that time in Tenerife, so I took a picture with the dog smiling and being, just laughing like that. So yeah, that's the importance of having a great CV, straight to the point, well designed, organized, nice picture, and that is not longer than a page and a half. Like, just be concise. Yeah, put the most important things on top. And if you have it that you're a multicultural person, put it somewhere in the top, because that's one of the things that they're gonna be looking at during the process mostly. Okay, so let me see, Yasin. Now we covered the point 3. We are here, perfect. Yasin, you were one of the lucky ones who took the mic and answer. Everyone in the event started applauding. That was before the interview. Then we got the invitation there. Awesome. The day of the interview was wonderful. I came with my many friends. Unfortunately, they did not succeed, but they were happy for you. Awesome. I have been studying in a training center called, I don't know that, here in Morocco, and this taught me a lot about aviation industry. Can talk about the phrases of the interview if you want, guys. It would be a pleasure. Awesome. Let's connect. Drop me a message on Instagram. You have Instagram, and you can drop me a message there. Let's make it happen, okay? So that we can give you more insights also to have so much more details onto what's the process, okay? And that's amazing, because Yasin, as you said, that they gave you the mic and you gave a response to whatever that the case was. It's actually really important. It must have been that prior to that moment, the recruiter saw that there was something in you. You were actually either replying in a very interesting way, or another option is that she wasn't sure if she wanted to rule you out or in. So she gave you the mic for that reason. I mean, there's different reasons why she gave you the mic or he gave you the mic, but it's a great opportunity. There you can either make it or break it, because in those moments where you can actually stand out, and I go to point number 4, in those moments when you can stand out, you gotta do it. You gotta give yourself the best shot. And what I mean by that is to be a leader. Show yourself as a leader in those moments is one of the most important things. If you are a leader, obviously, you can be an awesome team member also. So you don't have to be a leader, yes or yes, no. But if it's in you, the fact of having the microphone actually gives you the ability to showcase that. But it's also really important not to overcome other people, because in that way, you're not a leader anymore as much as a leader would be by playing an important role in the team that allows everyone to have a voice and to express an opinion on something that might be very important in that scenario, in that situation. Might be safety, you gotta be listening to other people. If there's an emergency situation on board, you gotta be able to communicate in a very clear way on what's the situation. And you don't have any visual. For example, you're on the plane and there's smoke in the cabin and you're flying. If there's smoke in the cabin, perhaps you're having a call, you're calling someone on the other side of the aircraft to understand something. You gotta be able to communicate clearly because you don't have the visuals. Or leave aside the fact of having smoke in the cabin. Even without it, if you're calling the other side of the aircraft 2 doors in front, you have no visuals there because there's seats, galleys, and it's far away actually. So you gotta be able to communicate very clearly. Being a leader, stand out, don't overrun. That's the correct word. Don't overrun other people. But yeah, give your best shot in this way. And that was point number 4. Yeah, stand out. This leader-wise, as I said, also physically, and that's another important thing that kind of gets connected with point number 2. Follow instructions about the beard, the hair, and the business attire. If you actually stand out in a way that you look as close as you can to the Emirates uniform, that gives you even more chances to be accepted. Because for ladies especially, if you make the... Is there any lady here actually? Celeste. Hola Celeste, ¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? Todo bene. Nice to see you here. Emirates application in Brazil, Santa Catarina. That's good. Have you joined? Are you going to the open day? To the application event? Aproveitem, I think enjoy. Is that the correct translation? Or approved? Just correct me if I'm wrong, okay? And yeah, so that especially for the ladies, like it's very easy for the ladies to be looking in a similar way to the Emirates uniform. Red lipstick, hair tied in the back with a red bun if you have it. I mean, that's the best shot that you can give yourself, so that they can already see how you would look like with an Emirates uniform. I mean, for the guys, it's actually straightforward. Business attire is pretty much the closest with a tie also. It's pretty much the closest that you can get to the Emirates uniform. So no worries about that. And yeah, you got the golden collier scene. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Let's see how long is the distance between the candidates and the jury. No, I mean they're with you there. Basically it's like a classroom, I mean, obviously it depends on the open day. Yeah, I think that I haven't attended to an open day in Dubai or an event in Dubai. There's many people in Dubai, so they might be using an auditorium. But if that's the case, like in most of the other countries, they usually use a hotel conference room. So if that's the case, like it happened in my case, it's basically just a classroom like you have in school, not in university. I mean, if we're looking at the universities in US, for example, the college, they have actually big rooms, but we're talking about normal classrooms. So you're actually very close to them. You can talk normally, and you have a personal interaction with them. So that's why it's actually really important to be calm, because energy and feelings can be transmitted very directly and can be sensed straight away. Let's see. Then Thomas wanted to ask how you can prepare for the interview. It's not with Emirates, okay. But obviously you would like to pass. Yeah, that's for sure. So let me see. One of the there's a few things, but one of the main points is to be relaxed, okay, and also to be prepared on what they might be asking you. So make a review in your mind on how it has been your process of your career, okay, what you've encountered, some important events that happened on the workplace that made you stand out, okay. So think about some of those made you stand out positively. Obviously, okay, no, not something that got you fired. Okay, so something that made you stand out positively, that you feel gave an improvement on the workplace. So think about something like this, gather your thoughts, and think about any kind of multicultural experience that you have lived in the past, because it might be playing an important role in you getting accepted or not. The fact, for example, of being in a foreign country, different to what's your nationality, already actually helps you a little bit if you're living there. Okay, that's really important, because it's not only people that travel to that open day uh, because of the open day. Sorry, my neck hurts. They've been stretching me too much at the jiu-jitsu. It's not that you go there only at the open day. Okay, you're in a different country than your nationality, so you're taken. No, you gotta be living there. The fact of actually being able to blend with different cultures is really important for Emirates and other airlines also, especially in the Gulf area. So, like for example, Etihad, Qatar, they are all Arabic. In the Arabic area, Middle East, obviously. So it's really important for them to have someone that is able to respect the culture there and the traditions, such as Ramadan. Are you actually going to be respectful towards other people around you, or you don't blend very well in other cultures? So think about some positive event that helped you. Is it Thomas? Is it a company in the Middle East, or which airline is that? Then we have Francisco. If you turn 30 years old in March, do you think that's the reason why they don't extend the invitation to me? Francisco, I'm afraid to say it might be so. Yeah. The fact of turning 30, it's one of the things that kind of may prevent you from being able to join. With Emirates, to be honest, you might be trying other airlines. I don't specifically know yet about Qatar and Etihad if there's this kind of restriction, because it's not a black on white or white on black, type of rule. It's simply not. It's something that it's been a rumor, but it's a well-known rumor that is widely spread. So, and I haven't been seeing anyone joining after 30 years old. So it's actually quite common. Yeah. So yeah, that's the case. I'm gonna be turning 30 years old soon. So if I want to join, I gotta be doing it now as well. Just kidding. I won't be doing that. I will do it just for the experience, But yeah, it's not what I'm looking forward to. I've done my time. So what uniforms like? What part of the flight do you wear jacket coat? It's just at the beginning, at the end. Then the jacket, you remove it and you put the waistcoat. Let's see. Yasin, I see another message. You have a pink profile picture, let's say, so that stands out a lot. Good tactic. They asked for a full-length picture and passport size picture. They also took pictures during the face-to-face. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, they asked for a full-length picture before you were there or afterwards. Because for me, it happened afterwards, but it was in back 2016. Thomas, what's the most challenging things that a flight attendant need to be aware of? On board, so we're talking about you already accepted. The most challenging things that you need to be aware of. I mean, that's a good question. That's an interesting question. There's different. Let's say that there are different categories. There's the safety and security category. That on board, the most challenging thing is to be aware but fully prepared, actually, also to any kind of situation that might be happening in that moment. So there might be, you gotta be fully aware of the fact of your position. Okay, that's one of the things. That's one of the most challenging ones, but not because it's difficult, but because you tend to get comfortable and not staying so much aware of what can be happening on board. As we have seen, I apologize for that. As we have seen lately, that there has been a few flights that have encountered severe turbulence that led to injuries and also people, costing their lives. So one of the most important things is to be aware of your surroundings and being present in the moment and aware of what might be happening at any time. A decompression, severe turbulence, or an injury, or someone collapsing. You gotta be aware of all the equipment that you have around you, how to get access to that one, and also actually there might be threats on board. Like people that getting drunk, they just randomly punch someone. I'm talking extreme cases as well. I mean that's usually not the case. If something happens, kind of starts to escalate. So you kind of see that firsthand, and I actually experienced one of those straight away. Let me tell you this event. I was in the back galley. I think it was 777, Boeing 777. I was in the back galley. It was a night flight, so everyone was quiet, nobody talking, just the aircraft noises. And then I start to hear voices. I'm like, that's weird. So I go in the aisle. I see two people standing, a lot of people gathering. A call bell that started to be pressed like a jingle bell, like it was Christmas. Tin, 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 tin. So I was like, okay. I run there, was not in the last cabin, in the second last cabin, so almost half aircraft. And so I ran there because there were two men that started fighting. They weren't punching each other yet, but they were grabbing each other. So actually went a little bit in the middle. Obviously, you don't want to be in the range of punches, but I separated them and started to, deal with the situation. So that was one of the cases. Gotta be aware all the time. Anything can happen. So that's one of the most challenging things, safety and security wise, to be a cabin crew, which is actually the biggest challenge, I would say. Because when it comes to the other category, which is service, I mean, it's not much of a challenge, to be honest. It's just something to be aware of. For example, one of the biggest challenge might be, just to maximize the service that you're providing to the customers is, for example, you're delivering the meals and the drinks. It would be good for you to be aware on how much you have on your cart and at the distance that you are at from the galleys, seeing the people, the colleagues that are around you, to be able to ask them for a replenishment of whatever you might be missing soon. So that's on service-wise. That's one of the things that most challenging things that you might be needing to be aware of. That was a detailed explanation, I would say, and giving the rating to myself. So let me see what I've left. Okay, let me actually finish a little bit the last point. We talked about stay relaxed, follow instructions that are obviously instructions at the at the event, but what I've been talking about mainly was from the website. So like clean beard, dress code, the hair, makeup for ladies also. Then talked about the CV. I've seen someone asking about the CV somewhere. Let me see. V. My humor is he's hilarious. Okay, Mahdi. Me personally, my CV picture was with beard, and they accepted me. Awesome. Okay, that's good. I mean, means that you were really good. They accepted you, so you've been accepted, like you passed the whole thing, or you're meaning that they accepted your CV and you passed through that phase. If you can clarify that, would be great. Just to know, yeah. 11th of June, but I be going without beard. Okay. They sent you an invitation. 11th of June, awesome. Where have they sent you the invitation for? The 11th of June, Mahdi? Okay. Let's see. I can see that you guys are speaking in the chat as well. It's awesome. Yeah, just trying to filter what I can reply to. Hello, Marwa. Nice to see you here. Hello, Nox. Carlo. Carlo Colonna. Ciao. Nice to see you here. Emirates A-Class. Emirates in Canada. Yeah, Emirates in Canada. What do you mean? There's open days in Canada as well. I haven't seen specifically if there's any now happening. I've been checking Dubai, that is weekly, and there was one yesterday in Buenos Aires, in Argentina. From Tunisia, nice. Awesome. I've been in Tunisia twice. I think I was in a layover as well. No, just kidding. I think it was only, it was only when I was younger. Did a holiday there with my family. Awesome. And do you have to send a picture of your Emirates clean shave? Okay, that's seems like you don't have to send a picture clean shaved. But to be honest, I mean, my recommendation is already send it clean shaved. It kind of gives already a better impression, you know. With these kind of things, there's no completely right. I mean, some things are right or wrong, but there's not a specific, process that if you follow it, you'll be taken for sure. Okay, this is all about adding each one of the things that can help you to maximize your chances. Okay, and then it comes to you actually when you're there personally, and also what you put in the CV, and how has been your life experience also that is in the CV, that determines if you're going to be continuing the process and getting to the final interview and ultimately to get accepted. So yeah, this is what's about the process, but I'm gonna be giving, apart from this initial, we started recently to make more lives about Emirates. I want to make a video also in the coming weeks now, a video that targets more specific things about Emirates, and to give you insights in that, so that it can be digested in an easier way as well, in a shorter format as well. Not how long is it now? I don't know how long we have been live, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think this is actually to get to ask questions mostly, that rather than digesting quickly the content and getting accepted. So we've been talking about, I was making a recap before. The CV, be prepared mentally. Also, that's one of the other things. Be prepared mentally for the whole process. That's the last point that I've been putting there, that we mentioned already when I was replying to one of the questions. Like, it's really important for the final interview, but also for the whole process, because it came down to help me process some sort of information that were required during one of the steps. Okay, so what I mean by that is that be prepared mentally by having clear what happened in your professional life, and also cultural wise in your personal life, to be sharing it with the interviewer. That might give you advances in that. And also be prepared mentally to some of the steps in the process that gives you already an advantage on how they would want the answer to be from you. What I mean by that is that one of the steps was, you have to choose to give one empty seat with extra legroom to one person. But there's three passengers asking for that. And there's different profile of customers, that it's either a big man, 2 meters tall, with an injured leg, and then there's a elderly lady, and there's a small kid. You gotta bear in mind, obviously, what are the safety procedures as much as you can, as much as you know. That's why it's really important to actually to become prepared, to be prepared, and to go prepared to the events. Because there might not be a right or wrong answer. This is just an example, but for example, it's also the explanation that you give along with the answer that makes a big impact on how they perceive you, because sometimes you might be giving an answer that is not the one that they wanted to hear, but because of your explanation is actually, okay, interesting. Okay, so for example, first things first, you cannot actually give okay, that's one of the things. If it's bulkhead, okay, let's put an example. If it's bulkhead, then that's a challenging one. Okay, let's put it's an emergency exit, so extra legroom, but it's an emergency exit. You cannot have a kid there because it's an emergency exit, so you need someone that is able to be helping you, perhaps. I wouldn't put the man with the injured leg neither, perhaps, because he can be obstructing. Can be obstructing the exit if they need to evacuate. Maybe I would put the elderly lady if she's able to walk. Yeah, that's something that I will do if she's able to walk. But it depends on the scenario. I just came up with this scenario now. You gotta be able to think if there's an emergency situation. Like, the priority is always safety and procedure. Safety and security. So you gotta be thinking of the procedure, what might be in case of an emergency, and what's the safest for you as a crew and for the people around you, the passengers as well. I think that was quite detailed as well. I'm giving myself the rate all the time as I come back to looking at the chat. Some coffee. Okay, let's see. Apollo, what's the uniform like? I think I answered that. Okay, let me go down. Fade cut for the interview. Fade cut. Interesting one. Has to be almost natural. It can be a fade. Yes, here for example. I wouldn't do it from here. You can do it here. Okay. Then I'm gonna be reading a bit more about that fade, but yeah, to be honest, for the open day, you're gonna be good. For a fade, they're not gonna be so picky on you. Okay, for a fade, they actually tell you, if you go until the final interview, they actually tell you, okay, look, everything is great, but just the hair, keep in mind that for joining the company, you might be needing to adjust it, whatever. They actually tell. It depends on the recruiter, obviously, but that might be the case. Is it bad if you have no previous experience in the service sector? It's not bad, but they don't take you. Sorry, Sebastian. But yeah, it's one of the requirements that you have at least 1 year of experience. So yeah, get 1 year of experience as a waiter or barman, whatever. That's one of the things you gotta do, man. What to do? Who want to work for a company which represents ongoing worker rights? It's all up to you. It's all a free will. You're not forced to join Emirates or any other airline. So, yeah, it's just about how much you can take and what's the balance. What's the priority? What are you wanting to experience in your life? So, yep. And let me see more question. Sent you invitation. Okay, I need to go more down. Volotea, Thomas, for Volotea. Well, I don't know much about Volotea, but I've heard it. That's good, that's good. Hopefully you get your replying soon. Let me see. Have you been accepted already? No, not yet. Okay. Wish you the best. Let me know, Let me know on Instagram as well. You can send me messages once again. The uniform, what's like? I mean, you can see it on... If you put Emirates uniform online on Google, it's going to be popping up straight away. It's actually good. I mean, it's a good uniform. During the COVID time... Damn, it was horrible. During COVID time was awful. Hey Rodrigo from Rio de Janeiro, greetings to you. I'll be starting jiu-jitsu, I want to tell you, because yeah, you're Brazilian. Yeah, awesome deporte. During my time in Emirates, did you find that many co-workers had in common trait or attribute that maybe the average person would not expect? Yeah, the most common trait was to not care of having the job or not. Not caring of getting accepted or not. That was the most common one that I don't think someone would expect that much, And this comes down to what I was saying before, obviously. I mean, past sometimes if you just joined recently from the beginning of the life. But it comes down to both energy of the frequency that we emit as people, if you believe in that, but I do. So it's actually, what gives us the first impression of someone. Obviously, body language, but also the energy that we feel from the other person. So we sense if someone is like stressed, tense, or relaxed, like being, hey, how is it going? Or be like, hey, sorry. No, it's a different approach. So yeah, the one of not caring, actually, not because you don't care, but because you might be having other things, and not because you don't do things properly, but because you're there professionally, you love what you're doing, you're there, nice presence, nice energy, nice attitude, but you're not, your life is not depending on it. So I'm like, okay, having a good time. And that was the most common trait that I've seen in my coworkers. Where you both are just interested, started watching the channel this weekend about FA job, flight attendant jobs. Awesome, Rix. I'm by myself. If with both you meant me and Natalie, we're not together anymore. So I'm here myself and I now. Yeah, sometimes I see comments that from people that are not updated on the situation, but I mean, there's a video, we broke up, so you see it there. Yeah, me, myself, and I. Carlos, Stefano, amazing live. I really appreciate every single advice you give, man. I'm from Colombia, living in Dubai. Awesome. That's amazing, Carlos. Living in Dubai. What do you do in Dubai? Looking forward to hear your reply on becoming a cabin crew soon. But yeah, that's awesome. Mucho gusto. I have a very dear friend living in Dubai who's Colombian. John. Maybe you know him. It's like a neutral stoic energy which either excludes nervousness or being out of control. Yeah, taking out nervousness. It's difficult to say that word for me. Nervousness. It's really important, yeah. Hey Val, good morning from California. Good morning to you. It's 1 p.m. now. Okay, it's 1 hour. I think it's a good time. 1 hour. Cool. I'm from Italy. I'm Italian, but it has been now 10 years since I last lived in Italy. Really interesting, right? I mean, interesting for me. Like to say it now, more than 10 years. Actually, yeah, more than 10 years because I left, 2014. Wow, that's crazy. Just to think about it and blows my mind. So, yeah, we covered these 5 points today. And if you just joined, you are free to go rewatch the replay of the live that is going to be available, I think, straight away. Okay, it might be just take a few minutes to upload. But yeah, let me know. Hello, Charbel. Hello, hello. Nice to see you here. It's it, Mahdi. You don't need to copy paste answers. What did you mean with that? Copy paste answers. I didn't get that. Okay, let me Nox. I didn't see your text up there. Let me see. If you have already applied online and gotten rejected, I can still go to the open day, or I have to wait 3 months. Yeah, most likely you have to wait 3 months. I mean, it's written black on white that, so it might be a waste of time for you to go before 3 months. Yeah, might be, It might be also that you get accepted, that you go through it, depending on the interviewer. But to be honest, I mean, it's up to you. If it would be me, I would wait 3 months. It's not like 1 year. If it was 1 year, I would try before that, or 6 months. Yeah, twice in a year only. Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, you can try 4 times in 1 year. So yeah, I will be waiting 3 months and then go to the next event. That's what I will do. It was that question, right, Nox? That question that you asked. Awesome. Let me know, guys, if I missed any question. Like Nox, let me know of the fact that I missed his question. Rodrigo, still regarding the hairstyle. In your case, your hair fits the pattern for the job interview. Slightly not, because it's 2 millimeters. This one I just cut it yesterday, so it's 2 millimeters. But if this would be 3, then yes, it would be fitting the standards. The only thing is the beard. Then this one is not accepted. Okay, so it has to be clean shaved because I have this line over here, the jawline. I have it, so yeah, I need to be clean shaved, and obviously don't put this band-aid neither. Even though you breathe better, but yeah, just for that event and pictures, don't use it. Yeah, I'm loving this one, to be honest. Let me actually show you if I have it here. No, let me show you this one. It's they are band-aids that help you breathe better. This is from Italy. It's for avoiding snoring, but you can use it during the day as well, and opens up like nothing else in the world. That sounded wrong a little bit. Anyway, opens up your nostrils like amazingly for breathing so much better. This one specifically black, it's called hostage tape. And I've gotten this one from US in my recent trip, and it's actually much better, and it's insane, to be honest. I don't want to take it off because once I take it off, maybe the glue goes away a little bit, so I keep it for as long as I can. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Val. Thank you. I'm really happy that you guys appreciate the videos. I really enjoy making them, and I'm working on new ones to be making more frequently, of a higher quality as well. Because yeah, in the past months, obviously, as things has happened, I have been switching my focus from YouTube to other things, but now I want to actually focus mainly on YouTube, so that it's gonna be taken seriously, and I want to scale it up, big time. So I appreciate all of you that are sticking here and getting all the information, watching the videos, and engaging, because so much more is gonna happen. Yeah, I love you guys. Love you guys. I wanna spread the love. And Carlos working West Palm Beach, Palm Jumeirah for a restaurant, making marketing agency. Always wanted to join Emirates. That's awesome, man. rocking it, living the best life. That's good. I mean, the fact of having a marketing agency in Dubai, it's a good network. That's for sure. Are they shutting down the application at the end of this month, or because I have seen there's no more open days invitation after this month? Yeah, I've seen it as well. Obviously, there's no like news from Emirates itself, but it might be, yeah, they're stopping now, maybe for the summertime. Hopefully for the summertime only. This might be the reason. Other open days, for example, I've seen, not in Argentina, I've seen that they have to set the date still, so it might be just pausing for this time being. Sometimes, I don't know if it's going to be happening this year, but from time to time, they actually close a runway as well to be doing maintenance. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be the case why the company would stop the joining process, but yeah, I mean, they have been hiring like crazy lately and upgrading as well the crew within the company. So might be for us a small pause. Hopefully a small one. I don't think they're gonna be stopping completely, but yeah, we never know. I'm gonna gather more information on that, okay, within the company, because I have contact with good friends within the company as well. Not in the recruiting team, okay? So I can't help you in actually putting your name out there in the company. I just wanted to say that, but I have inside information that gives the best tips and chances to maximize your opportunity to get accepted. So stick around for that. Emirates have added another aircraft. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been seeing some cool info about it. Let's see what's going to come, because, I mean, they're cool aircraft, to be honest. It depends on how they want to introduce new fleet. Might be interesting. I'm going to be talking to one of my friends, Nonstop Dan. It's his name on YouTube, not his actual name, regarding, so that, yeah, will be good to discuss about what he thinks about the A350. Would you love a podcast as well, or just a live? It makes sense. I've been thinking about a podcast. That would be awesome. Oh yeah, need that probably. My nose is so clogged up. Yeah, and your throat being not so good. The tape, yeah, Rix. It's actually the best deal. I have done a surgery to remove some of the swollen parts within my nose because of allergy. I did a surgery in Dubai, but to be honest, it didn't really help much. So this is actually the best thing that you can get for, easiness. There's also some plastic things that you actually put within your nose that doesn't show much. You can find it on Amazon, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about the fact of putting something inside your nose, because that one you actually reuse it. So either you have a case that kind of keeps it clean. Otherwise, I don't know if I would put it in my nose continuously. This is good, but yeah, it shows. So I don't know if you prefer that. Obviously, if you're in the workplace and they don't allow you to have something like this, maybe the one inside it's better. And I'll be taking, if you don't have any more questions, I'll be taking the last question from Singh. What's the longest non-stop then? Non-stop flight you operated? So the longest one I've done, which is the longest one that Emirates has, it's Auckland. The second longest, it's Dubai, Los Angeles, but the longest one, it's Dubai, Auckland direct flight, New Zealand, okay, not to US, because there's also Auckland, US, but Dubai to New Zealand, and it was 17 hours. Yeah, let that sink in. 17 hours, man, that was a long one. But to be honest, I mean, after the break that you take actually for, I don't know, like 3, 4, if you're very lucky, 5 hours. If you're very lucky, then it's good. It's good, easy peasy. But to be honest, I mean, that's the longest non-stop flight. But the longest operating time has been, I think longer. I think slightly longer than that. even because it was a multi-sector with delays. I think it was Accra Vision within Africa, and we had delays. So and there's no rest. So you actually end up working much more than what will be Dubai Auckland. Yeah. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you, Yasin. You had one more. Nox, where is it? Let me see. If you had a plane or I got rejected, okay, that one I replied to. Do you have to send pictures of you to Emirates clean shave, or you have to be clean shave when you join Emirates? I mean, you have to be clean shave when you join Emirates, but to be honest, I would clean shave in the whole process of Emirates and doing the application. It's something that you don't have to. I mean, when you go to the event or open day, yes, you need to be clean shaved. Like, was it Sebastian that said that, or someone else? Mahdi, that you guys, someone of you sent the picture with the beard, so actually gotten accepted. Yeah, I think it's the only thing that you can have with the beard, just the picture. But for the actual event, clean shaved, and for when you join Emirates as well, you gotta be clean shaved. So yeah, that's about it. When you're gonna be on duty, obviously in your days off, you can have a Santa Claus beard, it doesn't matter. But yeah, during not during the duty time. Nice seeing you live. Take care. Stay blessed. Thank you, Val. Stay blessed, you guys. And that one with the open day in another country, I didn't see that. Nox, let me try to see that one. Nox, if you have already applied and got rejected, okay, sorry, that one I've seen it. I can't find it. Nox. If you paste it quickly here, then I can reply. Otherwise, send me a message on Instagram. Okay, I'll try to reply to you there. Yeah, I don't see the question. Can you go to an open day in another country? Yeah. You can go. You can go to any open day in any country. You can go. Yeah, it's just about. Yeah, obviously you need to fly there, so might be not the most convenient, but you can. I remember some crew that got accepted. They were telling the stories that they were traveling all over Asia to be getting accepted. So yeah, finally they did. So good for them, and hopefully for you too, Nox. Thank you, guys. Salvador, you can have some tips. Yeah, for sure. I think that it's good we end this live here. It's already 1 hour and 20 minutes. What I can suggest, watch the replay here of this video. We covered actually many things. Okay, what you can do, send me a message on DM on Instagram with some specific questions. Actually, let's do a better thing, guys. Let's do a better thing. Comment on the video. After this video, go on this video and comment with a question that you might be having. I'm gonna reply there, okay? And I might be even taking your question from the comment, replying it directly in one of the next videos, okay? So I'll give you a shout out as well. Nice live. Thank you. I appreciate your time, guys, as well, to be staying with me. Has been a blessing. Love you all. I'll see you in the next one. The next video is going to be about Tokyo. Okay, has been a beautiful stay, the one in Tokyo. Beautiful, really. I have a friend there that showed me around, so you're gonna be seeing some of the most peculiar things about Tokyo and some inside things that blew my mind about Japan. So stay tuned for that. Love you all. I don't want to leave you. Guys, I gotta be here around, okay? As always, take care and stay blessed. Spread the love, guys. Spread the love. We're all together. And let's join Emirates. I'll help you. I won't. Ciao, guys. Bear with me. I'm still here. No, just kidding. Can't be closing this one. How do I close this? I can't close the video. can't go out from the chat. How do I go out from the chat? You can go out, guys, if you want to. In the meantime, I've seen someone asking something else. In the meantime, that I'm looking to remove the chat here. What's a day in the life of a cabin crew? I mean, that's the video. There's the video, full video there. Emirates cabin crew behind the scenes. Type on YouTube behind the scenes Emirates, and you're gonna be seeing the video there. That's a full day in the life. And then there's also a video of a day off in Dubai. Okay, go in the channel and you can find it. Day off, a regular day in Dubai in our unregular life. You can search that. I don't know how to close this one. I type ask, doesn't go. Top chat. Boo. Let me try this. Full screen. Okay. Now, stop streaming.